Hi, in this video we'll learn how to solve the equation of a line when a slope and a point is given to you. Now we already know that the equation of the line when written in the slope-intercept form, it is y equals mx plus b. Right, so suppose if I have to write the equation of the line, what do I need to know? I just need to know the slope and the y-intercept. That's all. If I know slope and y-intercept, I can write the equation of the line. Now, I'm already given the slope, which is 1 over 4. So I can plug in the value of slope here in this formula. Now, how about the y-intercept? Now, so many students are confused if this is the y-intercept. You have to remember that y-intercept is always written as 0, comma, something. Suppose if the y-intercept is 2, it is written as 0, comma, 2. His y-intercept, which is b is the y-intercept, and it's y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. Where the line crosses the y-axis. So the line here, the line is crossing the y-axis at 0, comma 2. So you don't have a 0 for the x-coordinate. It's -3 and -2. That means this can't be your y-intercept. Okay, this can be your y-intercept. So that's why now you don't know the value of b. Now, how do we find the value? How do we find the equation of the line? We just know the slope. We don't know b, and we don't know what is x and y. And we need x and y for finding if in the equation of the line we need x and y. So what we're gonna do is we'll write another form of the equation, which is called the point slope form. It is y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. Now you'll ask, I know what x and y is because I need that for my equation. I need to know that for writing the equation. I know what is slope, what is x1, y1. Well, x1, y1 is the point that lies on this line. That means if x1 and y1 are the point, is the point which lies on the line, that means it will satisfy this equation, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll write this as x1 and y1 because this point is on the line, so it will satisfy this equation. I'm just going to plug in the value of x1, y1, and m in this equation, and I'll get the equation. So let's get started. Y minus, what is the value of y1? It's -2. Now you have to be careful about the sign. You can just write this as -2 inside the parentheses, is equal to m is 1 over 4. And then I have x will remain x, minus x1 is -3. So I'm going to plug in -3 in place of x1 and make sure that you include that in the parentheses. So now I have, this can be assumed as -1 because whenever you have a negative sign outside the parentheses, you can just write that as -1. So this is -1 times -2, which will give me +2 is equal to 1 over 4 x. Now, again, this can be assumed as -1. -1 times -3 will be +3. Now, this equation can be written in two forms. This form, y plus 2 is equal to 1 over 4x plus 3. This is the point slope form. So if your teacher wants to write the equation, if your teacher wants you to write the equation in the point slope form, this will be the final equation. If you want to write the equation in the point slope form, but if you want to write the equation in slope-intercept form, which is this, then you'll have to solve this equation for y because the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So I would have to solve this equation for y. Here y, now I want to get rid of 2 from the left-hand side. So let's write the equation again here. Y plus 2 is equal to 1 over 4 x plus 3. Sorry. Okay. So I want this equation to be in the form of y equals mx plus b, and I want to solve this equation for y. So what I'm going to do is subtract 2 on both the sides because I want to get rid of -2. Oh, sorry. Before subtracting, we'll have to do this. So y plus 2 will have to distribute 1 over 4 inside. So 1 over 4 times x will be 1 over 4x plus 1 over 4 times 3. Now this can be written as 3 over 1. So 1 times 3 will be 3 and 4 times 1 will be 4. So this can be written as 3 over 4. Now I want to get rid of positive 2 from the left hand side because I want y by itself. So I'll subtract 2 on both the sides. Subtracting 2 on both the sides here, I'm only left with y because positive 2 and negative 2 will cancel out each other. On the right hand side, I have 1 over 4x. Now this is 3 over 4 minus 2. So we can do it here, 3 over 4 minus 2. Now whenever you have a whole number, you want to set it in the form of fraction, you can just write 1 in the denominator. Now, you need to find the common denominator because you have unlike denominators. So I can multiply this fraction by 4 over 4. So multiplying this fraction by 4 over 4 here, this will be 2 over 1. And I'm multiplying this by 4 over 4 to make the denominators equal. So I'll get here 3 over 4 minus 2 times 4 is 8. And 1 times 4 will be 4. So this will be 8 over 4. Now 3 minus 8 will be negative 5 over 4. So here I can write this as negative 5 over 4. So my final equation in the form of slope-intercept form will be y equals 1 over 4x minus 5 over 4, where 1 over 4 is the slope, which is this, and then my y-intercept is negative 5 over 4, which I was not able to find by just looking at the point and the slope. So that's why I have to go through this process because I need the y-intercept. Otherwise, I would have written the equation in the form of y equals mx plus b initially because I know my slope, so for finding b, I just have to go through all this process. So if your teacher wants you to write the equation in the form of point slope form, this is your final answer. And if your teacher wants you to write the equation in the point and the slope intercept form, then this is your final answer. So let me just, okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.